Good morning, good people. Now, today I wanted to show you this 2018 Lexus NX300h. This is a hybrid version of the Lexus NX200. Now, this car is specifically for people who are looking for uh, a fuel economical car, a car that is very luxurious and a sporty looking car. Now, because this car looks agey, it looks absolutely beautiful. It's quite amazing. I know one or two of you will be thinking, why would I go for a Lexus and not for a Toyota Harrier? Now, Toyota Harrier will give you each and everything you might want in a crossover SUV, but Lexus gives it a higher level of that. Now, in the interior of this car, it's very, very comfortable. Lexus gives it a refined finish, and as you can see from the front, you have very nice looking headlights, very nice looking grille, and it looks edgy and it looks a little bit sporty. Now, all that comes with a price on it. Now, the Lexus NX300h, the asking price starts at 5 million shillings, and it is very much negotiable. And when I talk of being negotiable, it might even come down to around 4.6, 4.7 million shillings, depending on the spec that you'll get in this car. Now, in this unit, you have a 2.5 liter petrol hybrid engine that gives you a combined horsepower of 181 horsepower. But on the petrol engine also, only it gives you 154 horsepower. So you get around more 30 horsepower from the electric motor. In terms of torque, you have 221 Newton meters of torque on this unit, which is quite okay because this one is not a towing car. This is not a car that you might want to use to tow a lot of things, but the same 181 horsepower and 221 Newton meters of torque is enough to push this car through all those terrains. Now, this car drives on a CVT transmission and is an all-wheel drive, or it has an all-wheel drive system on it. So it's pretty simple and clear. Now, this car is specifically for people who want a comfortable car and a car that saves on fuel economy because of the hybrid engine. Now, we'll start from the outside. You'll also see the interior. Then, yeah, we see if it is a practical car for you guys, or if you want a more simpler car, you can go for the Toyota Harrier, which is also a little bit cheaper. Now, we'll start from the front here. Let us see the headlights. Now, we have a very nice set of headlights over here. You have your LED, full LED headlights with 3 projectors on them. And then on the lower section, you have 2 light bars here. One is this sequential turn signal, and then the other one is your daytime running lights. We have some nice air vents here. You might, but these are not very real as you'd expect. And then, of course, on the lower section, you have your fog lights on the down section. Now, so let me just switch that off to preserve the battery. Now, in terms of headlights, the Lexus uses adaptive high beam headlight system, which is pretty nice and can light your way to a very long distance. Now, in this car also, you still have your headlamp washers, which look a little bit outdated, but it is quite okay. Now, you have this stylish grille from Lexus. Almost all Lexus uses this type of grille, which is pretty amazing. And of course, you have your Lexus emblem here with the blue finish on it to signify that this one is a hybrid as usual. The edges of the grille has this chrome finishing to signify class and also to add on the aesthetics of this particular unit. In front here, you have your front-facing camera for added safety and also to give you a 360-degree view of this car. Let us move to the side. On the side profile of this car, it's not very long. It is a very well-balanced car in terms of the wheelbase. It's a good unit. It gives you enough space in the front row, in the second row, and also in the boot. It gives you up to 457 liters of space. So that's enough to put some few things for you. Now, on this side, you have your highway tires from Michelin. And then you have these nice-looking alloy wheels here. You have disc brakes on the inside. And this car rides on the coil and springs McPherson strut suspension, which is economical. People want to car manufacturers who are trying to save on cost will always go for the McPherson strut suspension, but cars which are more focused on luxury, they'll give you the double wishbone suspension. Let's move to the side. On the lower part of this car, you have this plastic cladding to protect the vehicle from the elements or to protect the paint of your car from stones which are being thrown around by the tires. On the side mirrors, you have LED turn signals on it, and on the inside, you get to see these blind spot monitoring system on it. You see this part here, it flashes orange if a car is passing on your blind spot. Now, another feature here is that you have keyless entry to the interior. These are very nice door finish and door design. If you open it, you feel that this one is a high quality door. Sorry. Now, let us see the inside of this car, but we'll start from the door. You have some nice material on it. On the top side, you have this plastic material that feels like leather, and it has some cool stitches on it. The other thing that is here is a wood trim. You have some more brushed aluminum trim over there, and then on the inside you have this nice leather finish. On the armrest you have leather, which has two accents. You have the maroon accent on top, and then you have your brown color on the lower section with some nice stitches on it. The lower section of the car is majorly plastic with additional storage space and your primary speaker. And then this car comes with 3 memory seat settings. So that could be you, your wife, and one of your kids inside here. You also get a laminated door control so that at night you can easily see the buttons that you're trying to press. The cockpit of this car is where all the magic happens. As you can see, the cockpit looks like the cockpit of a jet fighter. I'm assuming it looks like this. And then of course you have these nice leather seats which are heated and cooled, and of course they are electrically adjustable. You can adjust these seats through a number of levels, and as you can see here, you have the best leather quality given to this car. Lexus does that pretty well. So you have maroon finish, you have some brown bit of it, and also you have black finish with some maroon stitches on it. On the inside, you have a number of controls: automatic headlights, blind spot monitoring system, tailgate opener. You have 360-degree view, and also your steering wheel heater here. And then you have these buttons here to help you fold the rear seats. Okay, nice air vents with aluminum trims on it. And then of course you have this nice steering wheel here. It gives you a number of controls to control this car. Leather finish on it, very cool stitches, adaptive cruise control system, lane departure warning, lane departure assist, pre-collision monitoring system, more controls for the infotainment system, active speech cognition system. You can hang and receive your calls from here. And then of course you have your paddle shifters to override the CVT transmission. Now let me show you the clusters of this car. When it's in a car, they look nice. Yeah, being a Lexus, the clusters are amazing. And then of course this is the key fob. As you can see, the key fob is pretty nice. It has your lock buttons and also your tailgate opener here. So let us switch it on. The push to start button iko hapa juu. Yeah, and since this car is electric, you won't hear it go on, but right now the vehicle is on. As soon as you start to move or you switch on the AC, the engines will kick in. Now, as you can see there, it is in EV mode. I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom. So you have your EV mode, you have your temperature gauge over there, you have your charge meter, your EcoBoost, and of course you have your power mode inside there. Mileage 57,000 kilometers, and of course you have your speedometer that says this car can go up to 260 kilometers per hour. And you have a number of sensors. The sensors are active, and of course this is the fuel gauge for this particular unit. Okay, yeah, so it's a pretty nice and simple car. In terms of infotainment system, you have a very nice high resolution infotainment system pale juu, and then of course it has this purplish finish, and that infotainment system is controlled from this point. At times it is a bit challenging to control the infotainment system because it uses this touch sensitive pad here to control the infotainment system. Let us see if we can manage. It's a bit of a challenge. Yeah. Yes. So it is what it is. Anyway, it shows you the engine powers the batteries. Oh, what am I saying? Let me leave that. Anyway, it is what it is. Now you have some nice air vents over here. For your ACs, the display is here. You have your analog clock, and then of course you have climate controls right here. It has a dual zone climate control, and then of course it has some nice buttons over here. Seat warmers for the front passenger right here, and then of course you have seat warmers also for the front or the driver, so you can heat or cool your seats using these two buttons. And then this AC or climate control is controlled by nanotechnology, which means you get the best air quality. the air is filtered, make sure that the air that you're receiving is in its best form. Now you have your tune buttons over here to tune your infotainment system, and then of course you have this button here for your to switch it on and to increase or lower the volume, among other controls. And then you have your CD slot over here, or your DVD slot. A nice gear shifter. We said this car drives on a CVT transmission, so you don't expect much. And then on the driving modes, you have your eco mode. Eco mode to the left, of course. You can see the eco mode will appear there. If you push, it goes back to normal, and then if you turn to the right, it goes to sports mode. It becomes a little bit responsive. Look at that: sports mode, normal mode, and eco mode. Eco mode goes back to blue, so let's go back to normal. And then we have EV mode. If you want to drive this car on full electric mode, which can take you up to 2 or 3 kilometers only, because this one is not a full hybrid. You have your electric parking brakes over here with auto hold features, and then of course you have this touchpad for you to control the infotainment system pale. On this side you have armrest for you, and then you have some nice cup holders, and you have this nice leather finish here for your armrest with the storage space. And then of course you have 2 USB slots on the inside, 12-volt output and 1 auxiliary output, which is pretty nice. So yeah, Lexus feels good. As you can see here, the cockpit is pretty amazing. It looks so nice. And then you have some nice dashboard over there, wood trim, chrome finish over there, leather on the dash with some nice stitches, and of course you have your glove compartment to store 1 or 2 things for you. On the top side you have your digital rear view mirror, SOS button, and then of course you have sunroof opener on this particular unit. And of course, as you can see, we still have these amazing maroon leather seats. This is one of the best qualities of a Lexus. Now let us see the back side. So on the lower section, it shows you that this one is a hybrid. Nice doors here, and on the inside you have some nice finishing wood trims over here, leather on the inside, leather armrest with 2 accents, storage space, your speaker, and then of course you have this inside part that feels very comfortable. Now this seat is electrically adjustable at the back here, as you can see, and it sits a little bit high so that the backside passengers can sit properly, which is pretty good. Nikiwa hapa nyuma, it feels very comfortable. You have some more pockets for you, and then the backside passengers can still also hit their seats with some nice buttons here, and also you have very cool air vents for the backside passenger, LED lights for the back, anchor points for you, and of course your safety belt points for you guys. Here at the back, center armrest comes in a standard with 2 cup holding spaces on them, no tray to put a few things, and of course you can see the quality inside here is good. Personally, I love this maroon finish. It makes the car feel more lively, unlike the other colors. Now the backside is amazing. Starting at the top, you have your aerial fin over there, a mini spoiler with tail light on it, and then of course you have wiper for the back, some nice LED tail lights. Victor kanyaga brake. Shit. Yeah, so this is the backside. You can open the tailgate using this button here, you can press this button, yeah, which, as you can see, the tailgate opens pretty well. Yeah, you have your 2 buttons here to open and to lock it. It has a speaker at the back, and of course you have this boot space that gives you 457 liters of space. Yeah, and the lower side you have your storage space. I don't think we have a spare tire on this one. Hybrid cars with spare tires haziendi pamoja. And then of course you have these electric buttons to fold your seats. You have your lighting for the back on either side, and then of course you have your 12-volt output also to charge a few things, and then of course you have your anchor points. If you have to tie some things down, these anchor points will come in handy. Okay, so yeah, that's basically all about this Lexus Ecofiti. It is a nice unit. Yeah, it is pretty nice, easy and simple. So if you need a Lexus, the asking price for this one starts at 5 million shillings, but it is very much negotiable. Do not forget the word I'm using. I'm saying it is very much negotiable. Okay, yeah, so the car is available here. If you need more information, more photos, and all that. I'll provide them for you. So as usual, see you in the next one, and do not forget to subscribe to this amazing channel.